Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Caveman to Cosmos with me, Alpha Omega, and Byzantium. So the year is 1246 AD, turn 5955, and we are one turn away from Flintlock. We are also 45 turns away from turn 6000. Jesus Christ. Anyway, what's new? Let's start this episode by an interesting thing that I did, which is a bit different, but it's going back to the roots. My subscriber Luca actually have been going through the older episodes of Caveman to Cosmos, and he commented and wrote a bunch of sort of fan fiction about what was happening, and in that he reminded me that I used to name all of my units. Now, you can still see that present with our axemen. You can see that we still have the sharp axes, we have the gold hoarders, the brutal axes, cotton eaters, marrow drinkers. We also have the black maces, we have the bone eaters, and the southern spears, and even the eastern javelins, which I believe is one of the oldest units in the game for us. But I have stopped doing that as our army grew. So I decided to change that. I've actually, as we keep growing the army, found the time and actually renamed all of our units so they now have designations. It doesn't really go for the units in the cities, which are vast and numerous, but for the army I decided to go back to the roots and do it. The stronger units, like these ones with strength of 60.17, 60.75 have actual specific names, like the Riders of Patra, the Patra Bull Riders, Hoofs of Byzantium, we have the Grey Riders and Arms of War for the Ballista Elephants, Storm of Horses, Bazaar Riders, Vodena's Best, then we get the Weight of Constantinople, the War Elephants, and then we go to sort of default names that we can use and that would make sense in the long run. We have the Nobles of Adena, Second Nobles, Third Nobles, then we get the Dorilan Riders. We got Fur Riders, that's a War Mammoth, so they have a specific name, but then First Nobles of Constantinople, Second, Third, and Fourth. We have the First Iconium Artillery, Second Artillery, First Vodena Cuirassiers, Second, Third, Fourth, Fifth. Guns of Amorium, because that's again a specific unit coming from a different city. Iconium Bombards, Patra Bombards, there's a lot of these. Then we got our axes, which it's actually going to be interesting because then they upgrade to musketmen, which I believe might come with Flintlock. Yep. So we will be able to upgrade these units to Flintlocks. So I hope that they will keep their names and that they're going to start, leaving their roots behind. Then we get the First Constantinople and Second Constantinople Cuirassiers, and so on and so on. The Swordsmen were renamed to Swords of Byzantium, but again, they will upgrade to Musketmen, so now we'll have some legacy names. It's also important to say that I have done something that I've never done before, and we now have a unit merged all the way into a clan, which is the Sword of Byzantium. This unit, these cuirassiers, have a strength of 91.12, becoming the strongest unit that I can imagine. And when you look at the strength of the units, Attack Helicopter has a strength of 58, Helicopter Gunship has 85, so they are literally as strong as a stealth gunship. It's crazy, but I mean, when you think about it, you need 3 units to get a battalion, then you need 9 to merge them into forces, so we need 27 to have them merged up into a clan. So this is 27 cuirassiers unit in one unit. It's insane, but we've done it, and we'll use this one as the ultimate killer of our enemies. They'll be able to upgrade to Carabinier soon. I think actually the Cavalry tactics is what we're gonna get next, so that's gonna make all of these units even stronger. Speaking of this topic, we continue with our project making our army stronger. You can see that Israel is now at 3.7 strength, Mali at 2.3 times strength. Constantinople is working hard and heavy on getting us some Da Vinci tanks, which will, serve us all the way until they are upgraded to early tanks, which is a World War I technology. And we already got 3 merged into a squad here and 3 merged into a squad here, and we are working on this is gonna be 3 more, and then I'm working on some more. Okay, that doesn't make much sense, but we're making some tanks. We're making some tanks. We're also making some cuirassiers and some more cuirassiers and some sloops of war, because you rightfully pointed in the comments that we should also focus on our navy. So that's something that I want to do because we have been neglecting it. There's also some tamed camels and some I don't see them, but I think here, tamed donkeys that are going around as units. And of course there is a lot of supply trains and food trains which are moving to Maura Castrum. Now I'm happy to say that all of our cities, with the exception of Maura Castrum, are now at size 17 or higher, and Maura Castrum is well on its way. As we won't get another city in a while, I think we're gonna focus on the smallest cities and below them. Next target is probably gonna be get everyone as close to 20 as possible. Now we're also sending a lot of help to Lud Gawain, because I would like to make it slightly more able to stand on its own. While it has a huge growth in food, the industry still leaves a lot to be desired, but hey, it's 291, which is pretty decent. Foundry is gonna give it another 5. Automation clock and threadline plant another 5, and it's gonna speed things up for us. Now we can also get the animal camels here. We have the naval shipping warehouse, the servant quarter. So there's a lot of things that we can do with that city. Another important fact is that with the population growth comes again the decrease in quality of life, I would call it. But despite that, only 2 cities in our entire empire now have education below 2,500, which is Mauro Castrum, which is growing rapidly, and Otranto, which is also growing. And we managed to keep crime above 0, or below 0 actually. So the worst crime is in Eudoxiopolis, where it's minus 148. Probably things like people thinking about getting angry on a Saturday afternoon or something like that. And when it comes to disease, minus 155 in Mauro Castrum. Again, so we are doing great. I hope that by the next update, all cities will be above 2,500, which is going to be a big achievement for me. I also wanted to point out one thing that's kind of interesting, and I guess it's kind of obvious, but I didn't think about it. Once we got the what's it called? It's not a well, and it's an... Wait, is it aqueduct? I think it's the artesian well or something. But once we got to the source of fresh water here, it offered me to actually build farms around our city of... here it is. Of our city of Eudoxiopolis. And because Eudoxiopolis had a growth of 10 food, I decided to do it, and we turned some of those, I think those were cities, into farms, which in turn allowed us to plant new desert camps, which also give food. So we actually boosted our food production here immensely by just putting there 2 farms. And I think that is actually a really good tip. So if it's gonna be possible somewhere else, I'm gonna do it as well. And I think we might be... Well, maybe here we could have farms, which would... Although that would just give us 1 extra time. But still, farms... Yeah, you can see that our zone is growth of 16 in food. So it's really not that great. Anyway, I think we're gonna end the update here and the turn and hear it for Flintlock, after which we are actually going to use one of our great prophets to discover Humanism, because he will do that for us. And I don't really have a usage for these guys, so we got another, or a second great prophet just a couple of turns ago, so I decided that once I'm going to do the update, we're going to do 2 technologies this time, and one is going to be Humanism. So let's hear it for Flintlock now, and then will come Humanism. And then we're going to do, 21 turns, something like that, for Cavalry Tactics. 25, great. Yeah, it's going to be a long play.
Any gun in the hands of a bad man is a bad thing. Any gun in the hands of a decent person is no threat to anybody, except bad people.
So Flintlock gives us barricades, which is an interesting building. I would have guessed that this won't be buildable in every single city, but I guess it is. It's gonna give us crime, which is kind of interesting because barricades are usually not conducive with a well-run city. And then we have a guard station, which is an upgrade to our security buildings, and it replaces. Didn't say it obsoletes something. Yeah, obsoletes. Wait, I'm gonna read it here. No, okay, so it just replaces guardhouse, lookout post, sentry post, town watch, and town patrol. Oh no, this technology obsoletes town patrol. Okay, so that's, I think, the oldest. No, it's not. Wow, actually. So lookout post, sentry post, and town watch, and now even town patrol are all obsolete. And you give how much? Minus 25 per turn. So you don't actually reduce crime more than the guardhouse. That's interesting. How much? What's the difference? 4%. Okay, more defense against espionage. Same defense. Okay, local investigation is increased by 3% instead of 2.5. And you give the same boost to espionage, and we can now turn free citizens into investigators. Okay, so that's really not such a good upgrade, apart from the fact that it will allow us to recruit the new unit, which is a marshal, who is definitely a better unit. Minus 12 crime per turn in the city. We're also getting access to musketman, to lancer. Because horse and firearms. Boost on grassland, plains, desert, jungle. Oh no, a penalty to jungle, forest, and swamp attack. And has a really good bonus against mounted and animals. Okay. Upgrades towards a dragoon and then towards cavalry. Okay, so that's interesting. And we're getting 2. Actually 3. Suppressive fire. That's an interesting one. Bonus against gunpowder and tracked. Firearms 1. Bonus against wooden ships. And pinch 2. Bonus against gunpowder. Okay, we get a lot of new cultures too. And what is this? Renaissance Imperial Guard. National unit, only 1 allowed. Okay, so this is a new defensive unit for us. Okay, I guess this is... What was it called? The Tribe Guard? There was a special unit that was immovable and defended our tribal home. Bear Riders. Wow, we've never seen this unit around. Bison Riders, Brutes. Were the regular units. Not enforcers. Neanderthals are not the ones. Quite common. Huh, I don't see them here. But there was a special unit that we started with, which was, just locked in place. And was like a tribe guard. Let me try. Tribal. Nope, I don't see it here. Okay, but this is definitely a unit that we might recruit and keep it in our capital. Lowered 50% extra city defense. Okay, that is amazing. Cool, I like that. Okay, it's something I missed. Giraffe Dragoons, Musketeer, Janissary, okay. Oromo Warriors, Cherokee, Highlanders, Boy. Yeah, a lot of national units. That's gonna be interesting. And a lot of world heroes. Cool. And we get extra happiness with Grand Fire Festival. Amazing. Okay, you finished the Tamed Camel. And you can now start building the guard station and then the barricades. You finished the boxing ring. Ha! You can now build an elephant camp. Okay, a giraffe camp, rhino camp, zebra camp, elephant camp, and then you're gonna build a guard station and barricades. Sounds about right. War mammoth has been finished here. Good. Guard station, barricades. You finished the grove. Elephant camp, elephant farm, and a foundry. And then giraffe camp, zebra camp. And that's about it. Education is okay. Crime, disease is fine. Neo Caesarea is doing good. And Constantina finished a smith. Cool. Elephant camp and elephant farm. A brick mason. Then I get these food buildings, and then we're gonna look at you again. Education is fine, crime and everything. A massive explosion has destroyed one of our mines. The cause is unknown. Hundreds are dead. Organize a rebuilding effort. Okay. So, well, you can. Oh, I get it. Okay. So this one, only one of them is merged into a squad. No. Okay, no, I don't get it. I don't know what I was doing there. And you guys can get upgraded. Cuirassiers. Oh, to the Lancer. Okay. Oh, I get it. So there's two ways you can go. Carabinier, which is a good attack unit against animals, or a Lancer, and you upgrade to the Cavalry. Or you can go with a Lancer who upgrades to Dragoon, who then upgrades to Cavalry. Okay, got it. So we can get some Lancers for defense. And yeah, we can start upgrading units to Musketmen. That's going to be interesting. Everywhere? Everywhere. Okay, can we do it for our main army? Because I would like to see the results. We can. All of you have been upgraded. Swords of Byzantium, Eastern Javelins, Brutal Axes, Marrow Drinkers, you are all musketmen now. With a pretty decent numbers, 20 being the worst one, 31.5, Gold Hoarders 31.5, 30, 21, 31.5. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so let's get Humanism, and then we are going to end the update. What am I doing? Oh, no, not the G. F. Hey, F. Press F for respect. Okay, and we have Humanism next.
A really great man is known by 3 signs: generosity in the design, humanity in the execution, moderation in success.
Okay, so this obsoletes a lot of, I think these are ancient world wonders. We get unhappiness with cannibalism and slavery. Enables secularism with the political philosophy. And apart from secularism, it gives us a lot of world units. We get hostels and philanthropic organizations and 2 new world wonders. So let's check secularism, which is something that I would probably like to enact. It takes no time to do a revolution. Everybody has the freedom to follow their own religion. Okay, so secularism has a lower birth pool. Actually, no. Secularism has a 10% birth rate flat, while Free Church has a 20% birth rate bonus with the state religion, which we have everywhere. So for us, it is a decrease. Free Church lowers war unhappiness. Secularism gives 3% culture in all cities, while Free Church gives 3% culture, 2% science, and 3% gold. Wow, Free Church is better. House construction, Ogre Church, School, Revivalist Church, Scriptorum, State Religion. Is there even... There's not a single good or single better thing on this. Huh. That's really interesting. I would have guessed that secularism would be better, but I guess religion in the game is seen as good, in a way. Well, okay then, we're done. So let's check Constantinople as the last thing. We can get what? The hostel here, the philanthropic organization, that is actually a really good building, like an overall slight boost to everything. Guard stations, and can we build the guard? Oh hey, we can build a great farmer. Okay, so let's do that one immediately. I missed the point where we finished the upgrade. We can get Karim Khan. Okay, so let's get him as well. And can we build the National Guard? I don't see it here anywhere. Okay, those are all world units. Huh, I thought that we... Okay. Let's check the technology one more time and then I'm gonna call it an end. But I'm interested why we can't get it. What are we missing? Requires Flintlock, Sulfur. It requires Monarchy and Palace. Do we have Monarchy? I think we don't. Wait, civics. Yeah, we have a Republic. Okay, so then we can have it. Gotcha. I missed that little point. Okay, cool. Well, I'm not gonna switch to a Monarchy because of one unit. So yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next update, actually. Yeah, population is not at... Wow, but... Damn, we're near at 6.5 million people. Decent.
Turn 5979, year 1265 AD, and we are one turn away from Cavalry Tactics. So, Cavalry Tactics, as we know, is another military technology that we're going to get, and it will give us a lot of new units, a couple of buildings, and it's the last one in our technology chain towards getting the military. After it, we're going to go with battlefield and medicine, and then we start focusing on the Navy. Before we end the turn, though, what's new? Well, quite a lot and not much at the same time. Our custom is now at population 14, which is a nice, decent growth. When we look at our cities, the rest is at population 17. And Mauerokastrom, I believe, is it's the only city that is actually below 2,500 in education. So big success right there. Really happy that that's the case. As far as our army goes, we keep strengthening it. You can see that Israel is now at 3.1 times our strength, Mali at 1.8 times. So we're doing really good, and our income is even increasing. So not really a bad situation. Swords of Byzantium is still the strongest unit that we have here, but we've sent a couple of Lancers. We now have the Dorilaum White Jackets and the Lancers of Adi here as 2 units, with the Dorilaum White Jackets being a much bigger unit. We've also finished our project with the tanks, and as I can see, it renamed it because I attached a Viceroy to it. So these were supposed to be called turtle shells. Come on, caps lock. Turtle shells. And they are the Da Vinci tank combination of the size of company, which is, I believe, 3 and 3. Yeah, it should be 9 units merged into one. This unit is made to avoid an attack in case it's losing, because I don't want to lose such a large unit. I also gave it the Combat 1 to give it a bit more strength. It has the Viceroy, which gives extra withdrawal chance, so actually it has a 50% withdrawal chance at this point. And it suffers less collateral damage. It also got Might 2, and I gave it Speed, which gives it +1 movement. For the tanks, it's actually super important, because they have an ability that I haven't seen yet here. Oh, it has also mobility, -1 terrain movement cost, so it basically can move anywhere at the same speed. It has a Pacifist 1, -10 strength. What the hell? So we're offsetting that with the Combat 1. It's interesting. Not sure where it got this one. Or what it got it from. Wait. Does it start with Pacifist? No. Okay, I have no idea where it got it. But more importantly, it has an ability called Blitz, which means that it can attack multiple times per turn. So that's why I gave it the +1 movement range, because ideally, for example, when we're going to be sieging, the turtle shells can attack the city 3 times. And as it has a decreased movement cost, you can see that it can reach quite far in a single turn, all the way to here. Damn, okay. And we have pretty bad roads here. It could get back to Constantinople in just 7 turns. Really not a bad thing. What is a bad thing, though, is that the nearest upgrade to it is the early tank, which comes with armored vehicles technology, which is a technology of the atomic age. Jesus Christ. So that's gonna be quite far away. This is industrial and this is atomic. Radio mass transit. So that's kind of interesting, because I would... Then it's some information. Okay, so I guess industrial is like 18th century. Atomic would be like 20th century. And the information would be 21st. That's about right. So where the hell are the armored vehicles? They should be somewhere in the... Ah, here they are. It would take us 112 turns to research just this one at this point. Yeah, it's not that crazy far, but that's only because we're looking at it with the optics of, my god, it's not so bad. If we look at it with any different optic, it's gonna be crazy. But it's gonna upgrade to strength 36 and get a destroyer as well. And right now the Da Vinci tech has 26. Okay, so it would give us additional, let's call it 15, so strength of something like 80. Not bad, not bad. I've also sent the Great Farmer over here to lead Gawain, who's planting an elephant bonus. It's kind of interesting because we have the 2 camels and the horses here. I guess horses would be better in the desert because they would give us more production, and production is what we're missing. But I decided let's just,
have it a bit more varied, I guess. We're planting the elephant bonus now, so we'll have 3 farms here. Hopefully that's going to help with Gulite. It's already having a significantly higher industrial production at this point, so I'm hoping that it's going to be better. Speaking of cities, though, there is one major point that I want to make, and I know I said I wouldn't do this, but I'm really sad about this area, which is completely unprotected. And while I do not expect any attack, I decided that we're gonna found a new city over here. It's gonna give it access to a lot of resources, and the position is not random. In the future, we're gonna have another city over... Wait, over here, which is gonna gain access to all of these resources. So we need a city here to gobble up these resources. There's going to be another one over here later, and probably 2 more, one here and one here. And that's going to fill in this wide gap. We could also, of course, put 1 more down here eventually, but that is not a priority because there is really not much there. So I made plans for at least 4 more cities, but for now we're just gonna take this one, which is gonna be another border city, and thus it's going to serve us well. It's gonna be another hit into our budget, but I think we can take it. What's gonna be worse is the budget into happiness, because we have 54, over half, well, not over, but like half of our unhappiness is coming from being too much of a wide empire. But no city is so bad that it couldn't take it. The bad city is going to be the one that, or the one that's going to be poor is going to be the new city. So I need to send in supply trains, and I'll need to send in all of these units and make sure that the people there don't die of starvation before we get it. I'm not sure if we're going to have it ready by the next update, but that's the next project. Expansion is important. I tried signing peace with Israel and Mali. They refused in both cases. So I'm also considering that we're going to make our main army slightly stronger, and we're going to march south and just rape and pillage, with the biggest emphasis on the pillage. But, you know, we're going to do some of the other stuff as well, I guess, because that's what armies do. Anyway, I think that's kind of all for this update. Nothing really major is happening. You can see that we're building some supply trains, hostels, guard stations. So the empire is growing nicely. We're just making sure that everything is going well. We're slightly over 6.5 million people right now. Looking forward to getting the Big 10. So let's end the turn and hear it for cavalry tactics.
It's hard to lead a cavalry charge if you think you look funny on a horse.
That's interesting. Well, okay. I'm trying to look for some kind of deeper meaning, but I don't see any. Okay, so buildings enabled. This is what we're interested in. So we're gonna get animal racetrack. +1 happiness, +3 gold, and +3 culture. And it's one of those that will give you a huge amount of bonuses if you get resources. Legalized gambling gives 7 extra, and you mounted receive +3 experience points. Okay, so that's really good. It doesn't replace anything, so it's actually an entire new bonus to experience. Pretty good. Modern stable. Okay, so this one replaces night stable and stable. Gotcha. And Tim Camel. Okay, it's just that it gives more experience, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's not bad. So generally speaking, we just gained 4 extra experience for all of our cavalry units. And wait, did the night stable also give happiness? Okay, it did. Okay, so not extra happiness, we're just getting 1 happiness from the animal racetrack and more culture. Then we get a rodeo. Requires a horse and cow. Okay, so there's just something to build to get better. And then we have the Mexican culture. And as far as units go, we get dragoons. Okay, they upgraded to Cavalry as well, so this is an entirely new unit? Or does someone upgrade to like the Lancer maybe? Carabinier, okay. Bombard Elephant, okay. Do you need anything else? No? Okay, so we might start getting Bombard Elephants here. And Bombard Mammoths, Zebra, Cuirassier, Giraffe, Carabinier. A lot of extra units. Again, this is a technology targeted at us getting better at military. Oh yeah, look at that. We have everything that it's asking for. I'm not sure about the visualized gambling, but still, 22.68 is pretty dope and modern stable. Yeah, it's just, it gives happiness, but because we already have one and we're replacing it, it's just extra experience. And the rodeo is fine. Yeah, and I feel like we can upgrade our units here. Same here, pretty good. Not gonna complain. Food train finished here. Yeah, this is a big boon to income. Wow, our income actually went up to 7,000 now. I think we got rid of some of the inflation in the canoes. I'm gonna check it offline. So yeah, our units could get, yep, upgraded to Bombard Elephant. That is actually really huge. Plus 40% city attack. Jesus. And upgrades to Elephant Gunner. Is that a goddamn machine gun? Yeah, that's probably a machine gun. Of course, the ammunition. Oh, and this one also upgrades to an early tank. That's cool. And you can upgrade to light tank, the main battle tank. And upgrades to modern armor, thermobaric tank, electric tank, droid tank. Oh my god, it's T1. Okay, well, that's all for this update. I'll see you in 22 turns with Battlefield Medicine, and we'll see what kind of interesting things we'll have once we're done with that. Turn 6001. 6001, year 1283 AD, and we are one turn away from Battlefield Medicine. So what's new? What are we gonna wrap this episode with? Well, a bunch of things. First of all, I went ahead and found the city. It is actually brand new with population 1. Meet Demetiopolis. With 50 people living here actually. That's so cute. It was founded on February the 30th, 1279 AD, and it is currently working on ancient customs. Actually, when we started the city, we had higher unhappiness than happiness, so it couldn't even work that one single tile. But after we put all of our religious people to work and spread the Druidism and the other two religions, wow. I know that the second one is Humanism, but now I'm really not sure. It's not Shinto, it's Confucianism. Okay, but and wow, Negaism is there as well. Damn, how did it spread there so fast? That's weird. But after we've spread these religions, the happiness jumped up to 69. You can see +9 from in our religion we trust, and thus we now have enough to actually work the tile and get ancient customs soon, which are going to give us additional 8 happiness, 15 health, 34 food, 10 production, 9 gold, 1.37 science, 12.2 culture, and 5.35 spying. Now we already have incoming supply trains. Okay, here's one, and food trains as well. There's another one. I thought they were much closer, but turns out they aren't. Maybe they're hidden somewhere behind something. Here, maybe? No. But yeah, they're incoming. They're gonna boost the city. I've also sent a couple to Mauro Custom, which is now at population 16, with a decent growth of 61 food and 516 production. So the city is
well established with 20,000 people living there now, doing real well. Overall, we don't have a single city below population 16, and only, well, I mean, with the exception of Dometiopolis, for sure, and Motorcastum 16, and all of the other ones are at least 18. So the goal here will be to get Motorcastum to 18 and Dometiopolis to 18 as well. I've already sent the civilians that are gonna settle in the city to bump it up to population 8, and after that we're gonna start shoving in the food trains, which are gonna help with the growth. As far as education goes, the only city now with education below 2,500 is Dometiopolis, which is growing rapidly as well, as you can see. But yeah, we made it. All of our cities now have excellent education. Crime-wise, the worst one is Eudoxiopolis. Eudoxiopolis is also the worst one when it comes to disease, but we're working on that and we're gonna fix it. Dometiopolis is now gonna take most of our attention, I guess, because we need to grow it here. As I mentioned, we can fit 3 more cities in here later, but we're just gonna hold off on that. It's enough work to get the Dometiopolis up. But yeah, that's the border. I mean, we could definitely have 1 more city here and then another here, but for that, we can wait for now. We've actually managed to sign a peace with Mali, because I'm not sure if I said that in the last update or not, but I decided that we have a strong enough army to go and siege some Malinese cities, but I wanted to give them a chance, and when we reached their border, I asked them and they immediately signed white peace with me. So now we are approaching the territory of Israel, and for some reason Israel is stubborn. I guess it has to do with the fact that they have nominally more troops, so we started pillaging their territory and our troops are moving towards the city of Yavne, which is gonna fall first, and then we're gonna go to Petah Tikva, and then we're gonna work our way from there as deep as it has to be done in this case. But we'll see. Again, once we lay siege to Yavne and destroy it, I'm going to offer them a peace treaty. If they refuse, we're going to go with Petah, and so on and so on. It is wonderful to see our units, moving together as a strong unit. We actually have some that could be upgraded, so I'm gonna work on that when we come back to our territory. We can have the bombard elephants right now, so the war elephant needs to be upgraded, and I think the same with the ballista elephants can also be upgraded, so these will be upgraded to the bombard elephants. We also have 2 new units of lancers, the Dorilaum white jackets and the lancers of Adi, which were joined into the unit and they're now moving with us. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this is going to perform. Considering we've strengthened it significantly, I am fairly certain that we're going to be fine. Even our weakest musketmen have a strength of 20, which should be more than enough to make Israel beg for its life. And in our territory proper, there's not much to say. I mean, we've been busy improving the territory in the south. We've done some minor work around Antioch and Iconium, but yeah, not much to report on there. Everybody is just booming, growing, doing their best. When we look, we have a population of 6,625,050 people. The crop yield is now above 15,000 at 15,179 million bushels every turn. Manufactured goods 25,711, and gold production 64,609. Approval rate continues to drop, same with life expectancy, but still, I think we are doing great. So, with that said, I think we can end the turn here and hear it for battlefield medicine.
It is the most sickening sight of the war. this tide of the wounded flowing back.
Okay, so Battlefield Medicine gives us 2 buildings, and it gives us Field Hospital, which costs a little, but significantly reduces disease and helps with healing, and Pharmacy. That's an upgrade to the Apothecary shop, and that one lowers also disease, gives a bit of help, gives a bit of gold with hemp, cocoa, peyote, and opium. What is it? Cocoa? Really? I thought it would be coke, but I guess cocoa. A bit weird, and it will get further bonuses down the line. And we also get access to Field Veterinarian, which is supposed to help healing animals and some people. Okay, it lowers the unhealthiness in the city when it comes down to it. This person will upgrade to the Medical Veterinarian once we get the medicine. And those upgrade to World War I ambulance, then World War II ambulance, and then medevac dropship. Okay, no, that's fine. So you have finished training the sharpshooter in Constantinople. So let's see. Damn, pharmacy is actually super expensive for us. That same hospital, I mean, we're making bank, so there isn't any issue here. Antioch finished a food train, so we can build these 2 as well. Iconium finished food train, so you can build these 2. Same with Amorium, so you can build these 2. Leucosia finished an orchard. Education is fine here, crime and disease as well, so the usual. You can build a naval shipping warehouse. Okay, let's do that, but that's gonna increase crime, so we need to offset it by a castle gatehouse. That's actually really good. Philanthropic organization, I like that building more and more. Disease wise, what about food? Oh, you're gonna get a lot of food here. Okay, the confectionery workshop is great. And then the artisan well. You can build a candy shop, smokehouse, scarecrows, and then a bunch of these. A whaler's dog is good, but very expensive. Pasta maker and the windmill, why not? So that will take care of you for a while. The Shaolin monks can upgrade to marshals. Interesting. Or to World War I ambulance. Well, I guess we're gonna upgrade you to the marshal because you get the policing, and you get a sharpshooter. So I already actually have one that is going down to terrorize Israelis, but this one, well, gonna train him as well. I mean, I like that they get sentry, which gives them visibility range, and they can use enemy roads. They would benefit very much from an extra movement, but I think I'm gonna give you a bit more veil. Covert operations hide in the shadows. Let's give you veil 3. And there's these 2. And we're gonna call you Dark Hunters. And send you... that's a Movinese territory. I'll send you over here. Okay, and before we go with the food trains and everything, I actually got another great person, which is a great engineer. Again, oh, you guys can actually upgrade, really? Okay, so let's do that. And I think we're gonna use that person to get a technology called Naval Cannon. I mean, that one is a little bit off, because it just gives us... Well, I mean, it helps whaling ships. Enables bombarding 1. Leads to requires metallurgy and leads to naval tactics. and it gives us a bunch of new naval units. So again, we would need to get it eventually, so let's get it now. So let's discover technology, naval cannon.
The cannon will not suffer any other sound to be heard for miles and for years around it.
So whaling ships get a bonus. We get access to galleon, frigate, privateer, East Indiaman treasure ship, Patamar, and Razia pirates. Now, do we? So you require shipwright and Astrolabe, okay? So that one we don't have access to. You require shipwright, navigation, iron bar, sulfur. Okay, so what's the difference between these two? Veil and veil. Modifier. Base cargo. Okay, so you can actually carry stuff. And the frigate is a bit better, and this one cannot carry anything. Okay. And I think we might want to do, or we might be able to build the frigates. Pirates Cove. Increases crime. We get more money. Is this an upgrade to something? No, it's not. Okay. It's a source of experience in crime. And considering we built you sloops of war, would you upgrade to the frigates? No, you upgrade to man of war. Okay, so who? Where are we actually building the next one? You are supposed to do the border patrol, so we do that, but boys, can you build us some frigates? Galleass, sloop of war. Nope. So what about Thessaloniki? Is there a filter for naval? Dragon ship, cog merchant, fleet, galleass, sloop and sloop of war. Okay, so who the hell upgrades to a frigate caravel? Yeah, so sloop upgrades to frigate. Navigation, naval cannon. Okay, so you need navigation, and I have a feeling we might not have that one. Do we? Do we? No, we don't. Okay, so naval cannon is good, but we need Astrolabe and navigation to actually get access to the units that it provides. Cool. So basically, this changed literally nothing for us except getting a bonus to the whaling ships. But again, you know, I mean, it's off the table now. We don't have to go back to it, which is great. Naval tactics. You would give me the ship of the line. Okay, so we might actually... Oh, plus extra move for body units. So that one we're gonna go with also. So in the next episode, it's gonna be Astrolabe, astronomy, and navigation. And the episode after that, heliocentrism, naval tactics, and team sports. It's gonna cover that, and we can go to, I don't know, oil paintings, free artistry, and glass. Plus one free artist and merchant. Okay. And then we might work our way towards critical thought, which is political philosophy, divine right, and critical thought. And then we want mercantilism. Okay, so colonialism, mercantilism, and scientific method. Okay, sounds like a plan. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. A lot has changed, and a lot will be changing further when we meet next time. This city will probably not be standing, and Dometiopolis is hopefully going to be much, much bigger at that point. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode with more Byzantium. in Caveman to Cosmos.